Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're looking at percentages and in particular reverse percentages. So please make sure that you feel fully comfortable working with percentages because this is a little bit tricky. So I'd hate for you to trip up on it. But if you feel comfortable with percentages, you're going to do just fine. It's another building block on the way to success. So let's have a look at what reverse percentages are for a start. We're looking to find out the original amount. And when we work with these reverse percentages, that's what we're trying to do. So often we've had a price increase or a price decrease. So therefore, sale price. So what we do is we want to find the original amount. To do this, we need to find out what 1% is first, and we're going to scale that up. To do this, we are going to need to use a calculator. So make sure that you've got that handy because without it, you've got no chance. With it, it's going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's look at the first example. Mr. Warren is trying to save money and opens up a bank account which will earn him 4% interest each year. After the first year, Mr. Warren has £312. How much did Mr. Warren first invest? So let's think about this. I had a certain amount. That's what we're trying to find out. I had 100%. But I've got an additional 4%. So in reality, I've got 104%, and that equals 312. So let's write that down. We've got 104% equaling £312. Hopefully that makes sense to you, doesn't it? That I had an original amount, let's say that is 100%, and I've added an additional 4% to my original amount. So now I've got £312, which is 104%. So what I'm trying to find is, how do I get to 1%? Hopefully you know how to do this, but all I'm going to do that is if I divide 104 by 104, it'll give me 1. You take any number, 12 divided by 12 gives me 1. 32 divided by 32 gives me 1. 36.5 divided by 36.5 will give me 1. So I'm going to divide 104 by 104 and that will give me 1. That will give me 1%. So if I do that to the other side, what will I get? 312 divided by 104, that actually equals £3 or 3. Now remember, I want to find out my original amount. So I want to find out 100%. So how do I get from 1% to 100%? Well, I times by 100. And if I do that to the other side also, then I'm going to end up with 100% equaling £300. So it's really, really important that you copy this question out in full because we're going to go through this process 2 more times, plus then the quiz questions. We're going to do one more together and then I'm going to let you loose on the last one. But please make sure you're doing it together with me, not just watching. So get your calculators out, get your pens and pencils out, copy it down as we go, pause the video where appropriate, and you'll be absolutely fine. So let's look at the next example. The price of a rail season tickets to Harrogate increased by 4%. After the increase, the price of the rail season ticket to Harrogate now costs £2,828.80p. Work out the price before the increase. So remember, we've got 104% again, don't we? We've got the original price, which is 100%, plus an additional 4%. So let's write that down. 104% equals 2,828.80. So I want to find out what 1% is. So I'm going to ask you to do that now. I'm going to ask you to find out what 1% is and then come back and see if you've got it correct. So hopefully you remember to find out what 1% is, I've got to divide 104 by 104. If I do that to the other side also, you'll very, very quickly find out that 1% equaled 27.2. So now I need to find out what 100% is. So now again, pause the video, find out what 100% is, and come back and see if you've got it correct. Again, hopefully you knew what to do. So we were going to times 1% by 100 to give me 100%, times 27.2 by 100 to give me £2,720. So that was what it originally cost. That makes perfect sense because it's gone up in value, so therefore my original amount would be less than my new amount here. Last example before we move into the quiz. So I will help you out a little bit on this. Mr. Warren has just bought a lovely Spotlight. It was on sale for £31.50. This was after a discount of 10%. What was the price of the lamp or the Spotlight before the discount? I'm going to help you out a little bit. On this occasion, 90%, okay, because it's after a sale, is £31.50. So now I want you to give the whole thing a go yourself. Get your final answer. You're either going to be right or you're going to be wrong. If you're right, happy days. If you're wrong, happy days. Because if you're wrong, you're going to then go, okay, I need to work on this. I need to know how to fix it. But you will fix it. It's really simple. Pause the video, give it a go, come back and see if you've got it bang on. Okie dokie, so to get to 1%, that's the key, remember, I have to divide 90 by 90. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other side. So 31.5 divided by 90 gives me 0.35. Now I need to times that by 100 and times that by 100, and I'm end up with my Spotlight or lamp costing £35. Okay, let's just go back a little bit there. That makes perfect sense also. Mr. Warren has just bought a lovely Spotlight. It was on sale, so my new amount's going to be less than my original amount. So I know that I must be onto something there. All right, everyone, hopefully you've done really, really well. I'm sure you have. Here goes 2 more questions for you. Give it a go. Come back and see if you've got them right. Only do these if you feel really confident. If you don't feel confident, go back and watch those first 3 examples maybe once or twice more. Maybe go back and try examples 1 and 2 without listening. Just look at the questions, see if you can get them right without using all the notes that you've done. Then go and do these. Good luck, everyone. Come back when you've done it. Okie dokie, here goes the answers now. You can see what I've done. We are looking for £70 on the first one and £8,000 on the second one. And that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Because my wallet, the cost includes the 20%, so if I take the 20% off, I must have less. New car on sale, 40% off, so obviously what was the original amount? It must be more than what Mr. Warren paid. Again, hopefully you've done really, really well there. As always, make sure you write a revision card on this. Again, I normally say 3 questions, but on this one, we've done 2 really, really good ones. So if you want some electronic copies of these cards, then please make sure you get in contact with me via the comment section below. And as always, it's been an absolute pleasure helping you with your maths today. I hope you feel a little bit more positive and a little bit better at maths after watching this screencast.